Once upon a time, in a small village, there stood an old, abandoned house at the edge of town. Locals believed it to be haunted, and nobody dared to venture near it after sunset. The legend said that a malevolent spirit haunted the place, seeking revenge for a past tragedy. One dark and stormy night, a curious young woman named Sarah decided to challenge her fear and investigate the mysterious house. Armed with only a flashlight, she cautiously approached the creaking front door. The wind howled, making the house seem even more eerie. As Sarah stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind her, and she was enveloped in darkness. Her heart pounded loudly in her chest, but she summoned the courage to continue. The walls seemed to whisper, and strange shadows danced in the corners, playing tricks on her mind. Suddenly, Sarah heard an echoing voice, chilling her to the bone. "Get out!" it roared. Trembling, she tried to flee, but the doors and windows were locked tight, trapping her inside the haunted house. The voice grew louder and more menacing, and the walls seemed to come alive, closing in on her. Sarah felt a cold, ghostly hand brush against her cheek. She knew she was not alone. Frantically, she searched for a way out, but every attempt was thwarted by the malevolent force. Time seemed to stretch on endlessly, and Sarah felt trapped in an eternal nightmare. As the night wore on, Sarah's fear grew, but so did her determination to survive. She recalled an old legend about breaking a curse by confronting the vengeful spirit and finding a way to appease it. Gathering her courage, Sarah confronted the spirit and spoke gently. "I know you have suffered, but I mean you no harm. Please, let me help you find peace." The house quaked, and the voice wavered. A haunting memory unfolded before Sarah's eyes, revealing the spirit's tragic past. She understood that the spirit longed for justice and closure. Drawing on her empathy, Sarah promised to reveal the truth behind the past tragedy and ensure that the guilty parties were held accountable. The spirit seemed to soften, as if touched by her words. With newfound determination, Sarah dug deep into the village archives and uncovered the long-hidden secrets surrounding the house and the spirit's death. Armed with the truth, she confronted the descendants of those responsible. The guilt-ridden descendants confessed their ancestors' wrongdoing, and the truth finally brought peace to the vengeful spirit. As the first rays of sunlight touched the haunted house, the malevolent presence faded, and the house was at rest once more. From that day on, the villagers spoke of Sarah as a brave and compassionate soul who had conquered the malevolent spirit. The haunted house became a distant memory, a reminder of how empathy and courage could dispel even the most terrifying of legends.